Hey, what's going on, class? Not the way I wanted you to see me today, but hey, it is what it is. We'll roll with the punches. Ultimately, we're gonna get through this together, and know that everything I'm gonna try to do is to help you succeed. And again, I will do everything that I can to make sure that happens. Kind of wanted to number one run you through the new website. Yay! As I It's hard to get this thing set up. Just know all the links, everything will be sent to you via email here shortly. I also will email blast out to the parents as well. And then follow up if you notice anybody else in class does not have this. Please help me out. Reach out to them, to your friends, make sure that they have access to this, because this will be the means of communication for us kind of moving forward. As I look down the screen here, right hand side, here's the screencasts. Again, I'll update these for you daily. Hopefully not as long as today's is, but I wanted to make sure kind of get everything set up for you today. Over here on the left hand side, here's our in-class agenda as you see every single day. And the one thing is nice is we kind of fast forward here up into today. Here we are. Today's already been placed in here for you. Again, location, you can see we are off campus, kind of going forward here for a little bit. And again, hopefully for not too long. But in the meantime, warm up, not your standard warm up, but we're kind of, we're dealing with some new stuff. So again, take 5 minutes, do some breathing exercises. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. Action items, one thing at least for my class today is fairly easy. You're just finishing up your research. And then from there, finalizing your guiding or essential question. And then tomorrow we'll be moving into the writing section. If you go into more specifics for today, at this point, again, you should be done with your 2 secondaries as well as your first primary source. Please make sure all 3 of these sources are in Newell tools so you don't lose them. As you move into today's second primary source, again, what you're looking for are those emotional quotes, those specific buzzwords or keywords that really will, again, add depth to your overall project. Again, primary sources are something that's, again, from the time period. And then last but not least, example primary sources you might be looking for through either the databases or through Google will be, again, newspapers, interviews, magazines, letters, speeches, documents, etc. If you need access to any of the databases for school, I will send a photo or a screenshot to you in that email that will be coming out here shortly, or otherwise feel free to reach out to me via email. Last but not least, today and going into tomorrow, at some point, probably midway through the day tomorrow, will you do me a favor and reach out to your teammates within your project and again, have a conversation about your kind of essential or guiding question. Reason being, that is what you're answering within your writing section. So if our question is not set up from the very beginning, your kind of writing section might be dead in the water before we even get there. One thing I did do is I went through and I highlighted in each class, slides 5 through 7, the questions that do need a revision. And if I go back here, first period, we're looking at 1, 2, 3 that still probably are in need of revision. Third period, we're also looking at 3. And then we're looking at, looks like a total of 5 here for 6th period. If by chance you did not see your group that's on here, do me a favor, will you just let me know if I can help you out, and please make sure it's up there so I get that to you. Next, if I come back up to the big screen, I just want to point out I have listed down below here some example art, a documentary, a poetry slam, and a song. I do need to give Cassandra some heads up here on credit for where credit's due. But these projects from last year were some prime examples to maybe help you as you're working towards your finished project. Also, particularly here with Michaela and Cassandra's, I also want to point out I've posted on here Michaela's notes because they were giving an example of what it'll be while you're turning in. Her overall essential question and guiding questions are at the top. From there, her sources are in Cornell Notes and have gone through, and those are listed under here, especially for some of those who have never done Cornell Notes before. And then if we keep going, there's also her writing example or argument statement down below. And then last but not least, some writings, some parts that she put together for her in-class speech when it came to their song they presented to us in class. Last but not least, I thought I'd also go up here to the frequently asked questions. I will update this as I receive them from you. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. And again, the first thing I have at the very top here says during telelearning, if you have any questions, what's the best way to contact me? And it will be at my email, which is ckellogg@nsd.org. Taking attendance, and we get going into Monday. How will that be done? I am planning on using Google Classroom, but to be 100% honest with you, we have not received more specifics on attendance taking. So once I receive more information, I will communicate that to you via email. And just heads up, I will link in your parents' emails into everything, at least starting out, so that we're all on the same page. Next, a question I got was, again, how will I be grading assignments? For me, I'll be grading assignments via your Google student folder files. If possible, if again there's issues or file size issues, you can reach out to me at the ckellogg@nsd.org. So one of those two means. Again, I will communicate to you on grading and the format that, again, things will be done via that Google Slide agenda. And then again, I'll bring it up in the podcast at the beginning on the homepage there. Last but not least, where will you find assignments? All assignments, formative and summative, have been assembled and will be put in your student folder files. Hopefully this kind of sets the groundwork for us kind of moving forward. You will get an email from me shortly that goes over all the specifics of, again, how to access this Google Slide, as well as databases. But again, advocate for your own education. Let me know what I can do. Ultimately, we will get through this together, but communication will be key. And again, I look forward to working with you still, even though I'm not on campus. Miss you guys tons. Take care of each other. Stay healthy. And I'll see you guys on this screencast tomorrow. Take care.